What's up, y'all? Your girl in this thing. I'm about to tell y'all another story again. What's up, guys? You already know what day it is. It is Thursday, and I'm back with another video. Anyways, I guess I do have a story. I was just kind of gonna go in here and just do my little yeah, but I do have a story to back it up. So, in this season that I'm in right now, I am really being tested by God to strengthen my faith, And as a Christian, the foundation of, your relationship with God is faith. And there are moments and there are times where I can honestly say that I failed when my faith wasn't the best. And a lot of that happens because for so long, for so many years, I allowed self-doubt, I allowed fear, I allowed all this negative energy, this negative feedback to affect me, and it hindered me to have faith. And so what was the recipe for me to be able to kind of like overcome all this negative doubt, all this negative stuff, and just keep on doing it? And what happened for me was I truly had to get closer to God. And it may sound like cliche, but it's the honest to God truth, and putting in the action, and also understanding God's promises and realizing that He wants to give you life abundance. He wants you to have more. He wants you to be a lender to many and a borrower of none. Like, these are His promises. He is a man of His word. But if we have fear that it's not going to happen and we never take that action to move forward with it, then you won't get it. And then you end up being mad at God, but then you're like, you really have no reason to be mad because you didn't try, So there was a time where I was in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was me, my daughter, and my mom. We were in that 1-bedroom apartment for like almost a year, right? And in that 1-bedroom apartment, of course, it was 3 people, so sometimes it felt a little tight. But I had this sofa where it just didn't look the best, It wasn't the best. It was kind of worn down. And then we had a dining room table at one point in time, and it was cool, but it was a glass table. I had a baby, and then eventually I ended up selling it, So at a point in time, I didn't have a dining room table. I would go to a furniture store every single day and look at the sectional that I wanted. It was a gray sectional, and I look at the dining room table. I literally went there maybe like twice a month, and I knew the salesperson, and I was like, I'm not looking to buy anything yet. I said, but I am just here to look at my couch, like that's what I want to do. And he was like, okay. At that time, 1, it couldn't have fit. It didn't fit in my home. 2, I couldn't afford it. But I knew deep down inside, like, I want this couch. Like, is it wrong for me to want this couch? Is it wrong for me to want this dining room table? And I just kept going, and I kept manifesting, And then I did kind of stop for a period because the self-doubt was like, you can't afford that, or you can't get that, or it's not going to be here whenever it's time for you to get it. All these things, right? And I have pictures. I took a picture of the couch, and I took a picture of the dining room table. And whenever I didn't go, guess what crazy stuff over here was doing? I was looking on my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this couch so much. Oh, I love this dining room table so much. I just loved it. And long story short, a year later, and it may have been a year and a half, I'm not too sure. It may have been a year and a half later. But a year and a half later, guess who had that couch? Guess who had that dining room table? It was me. In one season where it couldn't fit, in one season where I couldn't afford it, in one season where the puzzles didn't match. But I continued to have faith. I continued to manifest. And what I thought was so natural because I just wanted it, it was me taking action. It was me having faith. It was me setting that foundation, like one day I'm going to have it. It was me hoping that I was going to get it, And I didn't let, me going home looking at my little broke down couch affect me. I was just like one day, and I would sit on my couch. I was like, all right, couch, we got you. And then looking at my dining room table, and it was empty. I'm like, it's okay. I'm going to have my dining room table right there. We're going to eat right at the dining room table. And I didn't realize at that time that it was me exercising my faith. And because I exercised my faith daily in that area, it strengthened my faith. And so we live a life where we have a lot of people that are super fearful. And I can speak on it because guess who is? Me. I was super, super, super duper fearful. And I realized, what am I doing to get out of this fear? Because the same fear that I'm experiencing today, I experienced last year and the year after that. So what is it that I'm doing to allow fear to get out of my life? And I wasn't doing anything. So if you're not putting in that action to get rid of fear, if you're not taking baby steps, and getting closer to God and asking him to remove that fear from you, because you may think that you're not able to do it on your own. And that is possibly true. But guess who can? God can come in your life and remove those fears from you. But you have to ask. You truly have. God is just not going to bombard you in your life. He's a gentleman. So he wants you to say, God, can you help me? He'd be like, yep, I'm right here. You ain't even got to say me. He's going to be right there, And I feel like a lot of us are hindered from God's promises and God's blessings because we are afraid to ask. And if you want to be a little bit more deeper, and if you want to get a little bit more deeper, when you think about race, as Black women and as Black men, I'm going to speak for a Black woman because I'm a Black woman. I was taught to not say anything. I was taught to not speak your mind, to just kind of go along with it. Don't complain. Don't ask for help, because if you ask for help, you're looking weak. So I would take everything, and me taking everything, guess what that transpired into me doing? Not really knowing my worth, not really knowing my value. And so people would put a price on me because I just allow people to do that. But I had to build up the faith. I had to build up the confidence to really know my value. And that took every single day. And it doesn't just have to be faith in material things. It can be faith in your worth. It can be faith if you're looking for a husband or if you're looking for a wife. You wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and say, God, oh, I am beautiful. I am handsome. You have to tell yourself this every single day, because guess who doesn't want you to believe that? The devil. He wants you to believe you're weak. He wants you to believe that your flesh is going to overpower your spirit. He wants you to believe you're not smart enough. He wants you to believe you're not pretty enough. He wants you to believe you're going to be broke all your life. He wants that. But if you just, that daily confidence, that daily step, it takes baby faith, just a little bit. Waking up and just telling yourself, I'm worth it. I deserve it. Because you do. I woke up every single morning and I said, that couch is mine. That couch will be in my apartment. It didn't fit. I couldn't afford it. But I said, God gonna make a way. It's gonna happen. And guess what? I got my couch and I have my dining room table. And and I'm in a 1-bedroom. So what I thought, it's the same situation. I was in a 1-bedroom then and it couldn't fit. But I'm in a 1-bedroom now and it can fit. So never let your circumstance make you feel like it can't happen. God is always going to make a way for you. But if you have this fear, whatever it is, write it down. Write it down. Yeah, I know we know it in our heads. I know. But when you write it down, you're able to see it. Like, man, why have I been so afraid? You know what? Like, you want to be personal? I've been afraid to perform again. It's been a fear. The last time that I performed in public was 3 years ago. It was before I had my daughter. I am super fearful of that. Why? And can I be honest with you? Have I been feeding that? Have I been starving my insecurity and taking action towards my faith and my confidence in me performing again? I haven't. Because a part of me tries to really be blind to it. If I don't do it, people every day. When you go release music, when you go release a song, I want to hear new music. It's not that I don't have it. I do. The residents I work with, oh, I didn't know you sing. I want to hear you sing. I'm like, no, I don't sing. I mostly rap. It's that insecurity. It's that fear that all my life I've been hearing. You can't sing. And I need to starve that insecurity and work on my faith every single day that I can do it. Because there are days where I know I can. There's days I'm like, I'm a bad, nobody can tell me nothing. And then there's days where I'm like, oh, I don't sound good. I wish I can sound like that, you know? And that steals my joy. And that makes me feel like this singing career that I so dreamed of is non-existent. I lost faith. I lost hope. And I haven't even been putting in the work in that department. So I feel like a lot of people relate more when we can share personal stories. And so I do like getting personal with you guys. And it does help me too, you know? So I am just wanting to let you know that it's faith over fear. And in order to remove that fear, we have to take action. And I'm talking to me too. And I want to have some accountability partners. So if you want to be my accountability partner, please hit me up in my DMs. I know I have a lot of fans, and I know I have a lot of followers, and I have a lot of family and friends that do want to hear some of my music. And what inspires me to wake up every Thursday morning and make a video is you guys. It really is, you know, even when sometimes I don't have the confidence to get on camera and I'm like, ooh, I don't look that good today. Oh, my hair, I have a bad hair day. Oh, this, oh, that. No, you guys help me. And me being afraid to speak has been giving me more confidence since I've been doing it daily. So let's help each other out. We're going to kill fear. Fear is dead. And faith, we're going to overcome. Faith, you know, we're going to be strong in our faith. We're going to pray for each other, and we're going to work on our faith. And it's going to take a daily action, daily faith, and all that great stuff. But I love you guys. I got to go. Bye.